Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Stable. So this whole video is going to be about the FJ and the tail lights because I think I've made some progress on that, but we have to do an update. So my dad's car came in here, pulled the radiator out. It's actually going to be going into the 86. Got the upper and lower intake off, and all this wiring harness is coming out because we got him the Pro M EFI computer system that he's going to be running on this. So we're getting prepped for that. We got the Holley System Max intake off, and it is off because we are going to be sending it off to Big Dogs Porting, who did the port job on the 86. So the 86, that's pretty much is left off with that. We took the crank pulley off for the supercharger. We took that off my dad's car because he's going with this one. I think this is a 9-inch one. So that is pretty much where we're at with this. So a lot of updates coming with this car. After the abandonment and everything, Red has just been sitting there. But huge shout out to our buddy Will with the Cobra. I will try to insert a clip of his car at the track so you guys remember. He has a Mystic Cobra. Anyways, he hooked me up with the T56 6-speed transmission out of his car since he upgraded to the Magnum and his drive shaft. So that is going to be going in the 96. We got a whole bunch of parts for sale that we're trying just to clear some space, including these big tires, because for whatever reason, Red just does not like those tall tires. So gonna be getting a smaller tire to run on this is the 15 by like 10.5. So we're gonna be getting a smaller tire to mount on those and get rid of the other ones. That's pretty much the update with that. So enough with the Mustang stuff. I know you guys been waiting for a long time trying to figure out these Vland taillights, and I think I have the solution. So we went ahead and pulled the taillight off, and immediately this one I believe is the reverse. It's just hanging there. It goes to nothing. So it's actually supposed to go right here. And when you pull this out, I thought this was just like a placeholder or something. It turns out, if you guys can see that little red in there, it pops out. I believe I popped it out when it fell on the floor somewhere, oh, right here. So what I think is gonna happen, and what I'm about to do and be a guinea pig for you guys, is I am going to separate the connectors in there, pull them out, slide them into here. Hopefully they lock into place. And then I believe the correct bulb, because you'll use this, and this one locks in here because the factory FJ1 will not lock in there and is too big. But I believe the correct bulb, and I went and grabbed an LED bulb, is this one. What brand was it? There, so you guys can see the whole pack, is a 921. And I already checked. This will slide in to the end of this. However, it is a hair loose, and I think it's just because the connectors aren't in there. So the game plan is remove this pigtail, get the two wires out of there, slide them into this after I pop that other red little grommet out, slide the bulb in, hook the light up, just set it in there and see if we have reverse lights and everything else. These are a LED bulb I went with. I don't know if it's gonna matter or not. I did get the turn signal figured out. Turn signal is working great now, and we changed out that to a LED module. So as soon as we put that in, I immediately noticed that the rhythm of the turn signal changed. And it is actually, you can pop this piece of the FJ off and you look back in there, you can actually see the terminal, but you gotta go up underneath the dash. So Jalen actually was able to squeeze up underneath there and get that for me because it was just easier for him to do it than it was me after I fought with it for a little bit. But so hopefully with the LED module in there, everything will work right. Yeah, so I probably should have showed it, but this white piece in there, presses forward. So all I did was take a flat tip and I pulled it towards me, and hopefully that will allow me just to slide those pieces out. Maybe I have to actually remove this white piece. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but slides out. So we'll see. Guys, this is probably not the right way to do this, but I could not get those little wires out of the pigtail. So that is the residue of me destroying the pigtail. And in that, I clipped one of the little square plugs. So completely destroyed it and cost myself time and whatever else. But so this is what I did. I just soldered the 2 wires straight to the plugs on the LED. So the game plan is just to slide this in here as tight as possible and slide the rubber grommets in there, and hopefully it holds. But check this out. So this is why the FJ is beeping. Got the e-brake on. Oh, let me put it in park. E-brake is on. Put it in reverse. And as you see, we have a working LED. So this side's still out. So I think we are good to try to carefully put this side back together, and we'll see how long that lasts, but that is going to be a bright backup light. Not complaining, because it's definitely better than not having them at all. And probably not the right way to do this. But I will show you guys on the other side what I mean about how, even if, maybe I can show you now with that little plug. So with the way that the plug is, let me set you guys down here and pull this other light out. So with the way that that is, those square little pigtails, like this one down here, where'd it go? Is it still in there? Nope. Of course I'm not gonna be able to find it now. But anyways, those square little pigtails would not slide over that. It's almost like you need a female end that this would plug into, and that factory one is just not that. So yeah, so you can see my soldering marks right there. So I'm gonna try to carefully put this together. I'll assemble the whole light again, and I will show you guys how it turned out. If I can put it back together and the tail lights and all that work, and turn signal works fine as it should, I'll put this side together and go ahead and start on the other side. All right, so I put it back together. So if you guys go in there, you'll see that the wiring harness is tucked up on a little plastic white clip. I just went ahead and cut the tape that was securing that wire to that clip, so I got a little bit more slack. So that is with the turn signal on this side, none on that side. We'll go daytime running lights. I don't think there is any for the back. So we'll go headlights all the way on. Is that right? Ooh, something's not, wait, I wonder if it's just because the turn signal's on. All right, maybe I spoke too soon. Let me see if I can just prop you guys up here for a minute. So it's clearly on, but you can't see it. And this. See this, guys, right here? I wonder if that's the right spot it's supposed to go in. Yeah, guys, there's a second opening right there at the top. So we'll try that. All right, so we got one brake light, but that, or reverse light, but that still doesn't. Tell me why we don't have the rest of them now. Guys, we did it. So what happened was, see how I removed that black and gray plug out of the housing along with the brown? Well, that black plug with the red and black wire coming out, I just reversed how I put it into the plug. And then the same thing with that brown plug right there. The green, brown, and black wire going to the back of that black plug. I just unplugged it from the brown pigtail and flipped how I had it plugged in. And as soon as I did that, it worked just fine. So, oh, now I'm not gonna be able to get this to set here. So, as soon as I did that, the running light came on. Reverse light is working. As you can see, we still don't have that one done. But I will say that bright LED really makes me need to get the LED license plate, because that's going to bug me how that yellow light is there. But everything appears to be working fine. I will say that the headlights probably still are not. Yeah, see, so we got the bulbs all the way on, and these are the brights actually. That has been one problem I have not been able to figure out with this thing. So if I actually turn on my brights, you can maybe see that blue light indicator there. The projectors go completely out. So that is honestly probably gonna be one problem that I just don't ever figure out. I think it's just something with the lights, but the lights are 90% complete now. Like they, outside of the brights always being on, we got a brake light now, or reverse lights. We've always had the brake lights, but we got reverse lights now. We got turn signals that blink correctly. I have to show you guys that after I finish this backside, but the only thing left is to put that side together. My connections are pretty secure, especially where I soldered. I slid those rubber grommets up so it can't back out. But at least if that brake light ever goes out, the first place I'm going to check is my solder to see if it came undone. Next is just to do the same exact thing to this side. We got this other side apart, and I just wanted to show you the LED I was talking about. There's just no way that it will fit in that opening. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. That's why I ended up soldering it, because there's no way that that plugs in there. So I had to do what I did the last one. That little white piece right there by my thumb, you got to pull it out towards you, and then I'm basically just going to try to, as carefully as possible, destroy this pigtail and then solder it to the new LED like I did on the other side. If you guys can see it here, it looks like there's a little minus symbol on the end of that LED right there on this side. Maybe you guys can't see it, but what I did was I took the black and white, and then I went to the little metal barb with the minus sign on it. So don't know if that's important or not. Could be, but that's how I did on this side, and it worked. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I went ahead and cleaned up the headlight while the lens while it was out, and we got the guard tightened back down on there, so that thing's solid. This one, this barb actually, they just kind of the end of it is a screw, so they just kind of screwed them down into the plastic and made their own hole. But this one is loose, so when I pulled it off, it wasn't even really doing anything. So I don't have anything better, but I'm just gonna use some hot glue and glue around there. I don't need it to be super tight, I just need it to snug up. So not super glue, hot glue. So that is going to be that. I went ahead, and this is that white little plastic tab that just holds that up out the way. I went ahead and cut that off of there so I get some more slide. So next is gonna be destroying this, sliding these two little blue and gray grommets back to the end, soldering that to the new light, carefully plugging it into the this housing right here. So I gotta remove this one out of here, slide the wires in there, and then take this one and put it up there. So all in all, it's not too bad, but as you can see, this is the reason why I've been putting off messing with this thing. Is just because you literally got to take apart all the panels in the back of the FJ to do that. So you see the driver's side is still working, and we went ahead and got the passenger side all soldered up. Hopefully that holds. We'll slide that pigtail over it again, and then hook it up. I might have to reverse the pigtails on the inside of these like last time. The super glue, or hot glue is holding that one in place, so hopefully there won't be a gap, because last time when I put these on I didn't realize that pieces broke and there was a gap right here. So guys, I got a little bit of luck on my side. I didn't have to play musical harness and flip those pigtails around. I hooked it up, it worked first thing. So of course got the reverse lights on, so both sides seem to be working again. We'll take it out of reverse, hit the turn signal. Of course the running lights are on, and we got our turn signal. So I'll just go ahead and click it all the way off and make sure that they go out. So yep, all the way off right there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yep, so it's all the way out. The last thing to check, I guess, would be the hazards, because I have not checked that. See that one's going, and that one's going. Let's see what the front's doing, because if you guys remember, I had the sequential feature where we go all the way up like that. It would only go to the first 3. So both of those are working now. And then I'll just show you the regular turn signal on the front, since that we got fixed off camera. So you guys can see it's going all the way up like it should now. Well guys, there you have it. It worked. So just in case you guys didn't catch it the first time, the LED bulbs, I ended up soldering those wires to. The part number is 921. So here's the complete package for you guys. 921. It also says 9112 or 912 is compatible. But that's gonna do it for this video. So if you guys been sticking around trying to figure out what's going on with your Vland headlights and taillights for your FJ, no bulbs, that problem strikes again. So even I literally checked on their website last night to see if it said anything about light bulbs. It didn't. So I guess you're supposed to be able to take your factory ones and put them up in that hole. Either way, I didn't want to go with the factory bulbs for that. I wanted to try to get as bright as possible, just for when I'm camping. You know, I can hit the reverse lights and kind of light up, since I don't have a bumper or anything yet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if you guys were sticking around trying to figure that stuff out. I was bored and had nothing else to do finally, so I decided to try to figure it out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.